Good morning, Leesville, and welcome to the 2014-2015 class registration process. This is the time of the year that you will choose classes you plan to take for the next school year. This is a very important part of your high school career, and it should be taken very seriously and with great thought. Today in class, you will receive a registration packet. In addition, in-depth information about the whole process can be found at the school's website at www.leesville.org. Let's take a look at the registration timeline. Today, you are receiving a registration packet. Please review this packet with your parents. And starting February 20th, going through February 28th, the counselors will meet with every junior, sophomore, and freshman to discuss class selections for next year. On March 1st, on March 1st, you can begin entering your class selections in Homebase, and you'll have until March 8th to do this. Now here's your first registration tip of the day. You must know your Homebase username and password to enter your classes. If you do not know this information, you can easily and quickly pick it up in student services during Pride period. Now, let's talk about guidelines for selecting your classes. You must choose 8 primary classes and 4 alternates. Primary classes are the main classes that you want to take. Alternate classes are the classes you would not mind taking if for some reason your primary classes became full or didn't work in your schedule. Now, this one is very important. Make sure when you are selecting that you will be happy. Make that content with any and all combinations of classes that you have selected, primary classes as well as alternates. For changing your classes once you have received your schedule in the fall will not be allowed in most cases. Just stay calm and choose wisely. If you receive a class you choose to take in the fall, you will be expected to keep this class, and this includes AP classes as well. Again, stay calm, but choose wisely. One more thing. Many students are very busy both inside and outside of school, so please consider your overall class load. It's important. It's good to challenge yourself, but don't overwhelm or overexert yourself. Stay calm and choose wisely. Sometimes you might receive most of your more difficult classes in one semester, and often this can't be changed. So the key thing to remember is to make sure you are taking into account all aspects of your lives when you are choosing classes. Again, stay calm, choose wisely. Finally, be aware. Make sure you know what you are actually taking when you choose these classes. This is not the time to go in and just check off 8 classes and hope for the best. Make informed choices. Stay calm and choose wisely. Now, to make the best informed choices, here is a to-do list for you to follow. First, number 1, use Homebase or the graduation credit sheet that you will receive from your counselor to look at the classes that you have already taken, and then also look at the total number of credits you've earned to date. Compare this with the graduation requirements listed in your packet. This is the number 1 item on your to-do list. You have to first make sure that you are taking classes that you need to graduate. Number 2 on the list is to explore who you are and what your goals are for life after high school. Make your selections based on these goals. Think long term. Your teachers are also a great resource to help you make choices for next year's classes. These recommendations from them will be in Homebase, but discussing this with your teachers in person can really make a difference in choosing the correct class and the correct level of the class. Your parents want to and should be involved with your class selections. Make sure you give them the information you received today and will receive in your meetings with counselors. Next, let's look at some of the classes that require a few extra steps in order to select. The first are classes that require an application, and they are listed here. Each of these teachers can only have a certain number of students in their class, so if you have an interest in any one of these classes, please see the teachers listed for an application. Please note that some of the deadlines for these classes have already passed. The next set of classes also require teacher approval, and for most of these, there is an audition. You may only register for the class if you have auditioned and have been approved to be in the class. Teachers will post approved names for auditioned classes before the March 8th deadline to enter your classes into home base. Now, let's take a look at the registration packet you received today. If you look inside your packet, you will notice that the items there include a registration timeline, a to-do list, instructions on how to enter your classes into home base, always helpful, graduation requirements, a class list for next year, and a course sequence recommendation chart. Please review this information and share it with your parents. Each of you will be meeting with your assigned counselor starting February 20th and going through February 28th. In this meeting, you will receive a transcript. You will receive your graduation checklist and a course list to complete. These meetings will take place in the Media Center. You will receive a pass from your first period teacher. It will be helpful if you can come to this meeting with some idea of the classes you wish to take, and of course any questions that you might have. Thank you for your attention during this presentation. Choosing the most appropriate classes for you is a key step in having a successful and productive high school career. But remember, keep calm, choose wisely, and roll Pride.